Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You know, thousands of years of human experience have taught us that there are some things that human beings just can't handle. Many of these things, for us as Muslims, we accept that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prohibited these things. But even if you're not Muslim, you have to recognize that these things are destructive and that people can't deal with it properly on their own. And two of the biggest, most destructive things in a society, in any society, and that people can't handle properly without rules and regulations, are sex outside of marriage and drugs and alcohol. I mean, somewhere between 50 to 75% of all violent crimes, including assaults, rapes, and murders, involve drugs and alcohol. And that's not even including like drunk driving or violence that's directly related to the drug trade, drug trafficking, and the drug cartels and so forth. And even though it's impossible to actually estimate, exactly, simple observation and anecdotal experience will let you know that an astronomical number of problems have spread throughout society as a result of the acceptance that you can have sex outside of marriage. Now, I'm not just talking about things like teen pregnancies, fatherlessness, or the spread of venereal diseases and things like that, but even less tangible consequences like emotional problems, psychological problems, relationship insecurities, body image issues, anxiety, on and on and on. We like to think that we are too mature and sophisticated for absolute rules. We like to think that we are smart enough and responsible enough to successfully navigate all of the complex scenarios that will ensue when we abandon these absolute rules. But it turns out we're not. It turns out that when we abandon clear rules regulating access to sex and relationships between men and women, we create exponentially chaotic problems in society and in our own individual personal lives. And it turns out that when we approve of a social activity, the whole purpose of which is to lose our inhibitions and hinder our sense of judgment, we behave badly. Whether you are Muslim or non-Muslim, religious or otherwise, there's no way around the fact that societies that disapprove of sex outside of marriage and societies that disapprove of drugs and alcohol are more stable societies, safer societies with less neuroses in the population, lower crime, better mental health, and are just more orderly overall. Sure, there is zina in Muslim countries. There are people who drink and do drugs. But if that's your argument, then you think that a dam that leaks is the same as a free-flowing river, and you're an idiot. People do need rules. And the rules that work were revealed to us by our Creator. And if you don't believe that, then at least you have to recognize that the rules that work have been proven to work over the course of thousands of years of human experience and still work today. You don't make your life easier, better, or more fulfilling by abandoning these rules. You may not like them, and you may not like the fact that you have to follow these rules because you think it restricts your freedom, but that's an illusion. The truth is that the avalanche of stress and problems that you will cause yourself by this freedom will devour all your time, all your energy, all your money, all your mental health, and it will entangle you in an ever-tightening web of consequences that will leave you less free than if you had just followed the rules in the first place. Jazakumullahu khairan wa assalamu alaikum.